Let's finish it.
And honestly, most kids are not good nowadays, for sure. Not good at jumping out of their comfort zone like that.
Just adapting to it.
That is a shock to the system. That's like, whoa, you don't want me to play middle infield? That's all I've ever done.
It was that way.
I'm a middle infielder.
It was that way, but at the same time, it's no different than anything else. At some point, you have to accept a change.
Yep.
If you want to A, keep playing, or B, whatever it is in life, I don't care what could be. You're going to the Army. It could be coaching. It could be whatever. At some point, you have to accept some sort of change and be willing to work at that change and be uncomfortable with it. A big saying we had in the clubhouse, and I know that's where we're going to with this as well, was get comfortable being uncomfortable was a big saying for us. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. And it sounds like an oxymoron, but when you think about it, it actually makes perfect sense.
Yep.
So that was kind of a big thing, was we know how uncomfortable we are. Let's do everything we can to, in these uncomfortable situations, be as confident, strong as you would be playing infield. And it actually does kind of evolve to where, in my mind, I was just playing infield facing a different direction.
Yeah.
And with a couple other little details, obviously.
Well, I see that in high school, obviously, the high school spring coaches will put them in positions that, you're going to play outfield this spring. And then they come back to summer baseball, and then they'll say, I haven't played middle infield for the whole spring. And it's like, well, don't tell me that. Go out and do it, because I'm expecting you to go play, and you've committed to that, right? So that's not my knowledge, so go out there and play, and go out there and adapt to the situation. Or even if I say, all right, we're going to go put you in the outfield today, it's like, I don't play outfield. That's not a really good answer. I mean, I would just want you to play.
Right.
Like, get out there. I'm trying to find a spot for you to play because I love your bat. I love your attitude. Right now we have this guy that's doing really, really well at shortstop. Let's put you in the outfield. And, I mean, it seems like a lot of players don't have that adaptability, per se. Nowadays.
I would agree. I think part of it is being uncomfortable. And they want to look good for other people.
Yeah.
We always want to look good for other people, whether work or however it is. And I think with kids is they're scared to look bad, that they immediately, not that they want to immediately have an excuse, but they immediately want to have a reason to, like, okay, if I mess up, I haven't played infield in 4 months, just as kind of like a disclaimer in a sense, like anyone would with a product. So I think that's just a natural instinct, people, is just to be defensive for themselves. But at the same time, that's when, like, at the end of the day, you just want to be on the ball field. And I think that's when kids, and you just go, yep, I got it, let's go. And if you make an error, you make an error.
Yeah.
We're expecting you to.
Yep.
If we're just throwing you in the outfield because we want you to play, if you mess up, we're not going to be angry. We knew we took that risk as a coach, and that's, I think, a really good opportunity to then teach, or vice versa, infield, catch, whatever. We came to Florida State the same year. He was 2 years younger than me. He ended up being a first-round draft pick for the Cardinals, and he came in as a second baseman, and they moved him to right field. Ended up being a first-rounder. So, I mean, if he said no, this kid probably never plays a game at second base in his college career. He didn't make it to the big leagues, but he signed as a first-round draft pick.
And he made some money.
And made it to AAA.
Yeah.
And now he's a coach at Georgia Tech. So it's, at some point you as a kid, parent, I think a big thing is the parents is being, you know what, I may not like this, but if my kid's playing, like, just make him as good as you can be at that position.
Yeah.
Because another coach is going to see him and be like, you know what, you actually are a second baseman, and now we're going to teach you to play second at the college level. It's no different. If they can teach me to catch at the college level, why can't they teach a kid to play a different position?
Yeah. And there's a difference between being romantic about a position and then committing to a position. Like, I was so romantic about shortstop. Like, that's all I wanted to play.
We all
are.
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm gonna play shortstop one of these seasons, right? And I just kept on, like, putting myself there, and they'd be like, oh, no, go to second base. Like, no, go to right field. No, go to center field. But I wasn't committed to shortstop. I was willing to say, all right, I'm fine with that, as long as I'm getting my at bats and actually playing. Like, playing is way better than me sitting on the pine and literally watching Jimmy hit a whole bunch of home runs, and I'm sitting on the bench and not having a lot of fun. So, anyways, I want to get into the clubhouse aspect because you've seen a lot of different cultures. Obviously, we all know how junior college culture is.
It's different.
It's fun
in a
too.
great way.
In
a great way.
Well, one of our alumni called me up, and he's in transfer portal, like all all of America.
everyone?
It
Yeah.
seems like.
Yeah.
Good kid. Really love talking to him. But he's like, Spike, I mean, I thought you were so full of it on junior college baseball, but like, I don't know if this makes sense, but it was the worst place to be, but also the best aspect to be. Like, it was just weird. And I was like, it's junior college baseball.
Junior college baseball.
Yeah. It's the best experience you could ever get. I feel like.
I grew up in junior college. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
for sure.
exactly.
Became a little bit wiser.
And you know what's weird is like when you get to Division I, it's like you almost resent the 4 years that were there, and you're like, you don't understand.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
No
like
idea.
you're very immature.
No, I mean seriously.
It's true.
I'm not trying to sound that way, but it's true.
To see more short clips of The Closing Pitch, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also subscribe to Apple Podcasts and follow on Spotify to get notified on future episodes.